Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hi Virgo, welcome to your money reading for life, purpose, and career. So I'm going to be using a lot of different oracle cards. I've already put the energy in them to see what's going on in general this year around your life, purpose, and career matters. So let's get started. I'm using the life purpose oracle deck over here. So your first card that came up for me is you have strength, okay? So everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. And keep in mind when I'm reading to you anything from the cards, you don't necessarily have to do something as a job or get paid for it, like for it to be your career. Life purpose could be as simple as, a friend telling you, you giving a friend advice, okay? And, you're a good therapist for them. So it could be something that you naturally are meant to do in this life. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to get paid for it, although you could get paid for it if you want, all right? So just keep that in mind when I'm reading the cards. But yeah, from what I see here is you have been through a lot in your life. You've struggled with a lot, maybe in regards to workplaces, trying to find workplaces that suit your values, your personality, and your skills, because it does take a lot to find like for the perfect career or job for you. Like people have to go through a lot. It's a long journey. It's not, you have to go through, a lot of bumps in the road to see what you don't like. And then from that, see, okay, if I don't like this, then maybe I should be looking for that. Okay. You could be doing the best job for you, but if the people around you are, not so great, or you're bored, or they're toxic, then it could just ruin your whole day, right? So I feel like a lot of you have been through a lot of that in your past workplace, but you're coming out stronger and knowing exactly how it is that you want to move forward. Okay, so you're getting a clear picture of the future and who you are. And I could see the bird here. So I'm getting that you have been paying attention to universal messages, to spirit talking to you. So if you're seeing any feathers on the floor, if you're seeing dimes, if you're, hearing a type of song that's repetitive, you're starting to pay attention to that, and even numbers, right? If you hear songs that are repeating, then make sure you check the lyrics of that song. I feel for you as well this year, and anytime. But you could see here, she has like feathers on her head too. So I feel like you're channeling really hard right now what spirit is trying to tell you. It's trying to move you into the right direction. Um, and I'm seeing you carry a lot of armor, so that's showing me you have a lot of sensitivity. You're very sensitive to the world around you, so you have to kind of come off showing this other side to you, this tougher side, so people don't take advantage of you, and that's okay too. But make sure you don't close everybody off around you, because it's also blocking love sometimes from coming in. So sometimes, because of your good nature, you could lose a lot of trust from people, being sneaky or taking advantage of you. So you're like, I gotta keep guard from the world at all times. So I could see you sometimes isolating yourself. Maybe you have a spot in nature, but that's nice too, because you get to really meditate in a space where you feel very comfortable. So yeah, I'm feeling more on a soul level. You're becoming more strong and aligned. So I didn't even mention any careers right now. But for those of you, this card, whatever it's telling me for career paths, you're definitely someone that's supposed to be in a leadership position. Okay, so anything in management would suit you. I'm even hearing training and development a lot. Okay, even something in public social services. Somewhere where you're defending vulnerable people. Like I see you, maybe you're fighting for a cause you feel very passionate towards. There's a lot of issues now around the world. I mean, there's always been, but now more than ever, especially with social media, we could actually be more exposed to a lot of things that are happening out there. So, you could be feeling passionate towards a cause like helping the environment in some way, maybe animals, helping newcomers or something like that. But there's some sort of cause, right? That you're fighting for and standing up for. Maybe even, helping, for example, like abused people, okay, abused children, anything like that. But I see you in this warrior position where you're really like a warrior of the light and you're defending vulnerable people or standing up for your country in some way, all right? So I'm seeing social services, public service of some sort. It could even be um, the RCMP, the cops on the horses and stuff. So yeah, it could be police work, anything like that. Very interesting here. Okay, so whatever you've been through, it was for a reason. For those of you who are interested in counseling or therapies or anything like that, this is a big sign for you here, okay? So you're the type of person, and I could even see it with this card as well, right? People are coming to you for help, so you have a good ear. People come to you for advice, okay? And you could be doing this, for friends and family, but maybe if you haven't really picked a career path, or maybe you're trying to figure out or explore this, maybe think about, counseling or get into some sort of psychology, psychotherapy, anything at all, HR, okay? There's positions where you get to guide and counsel others, okay? So yeah, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So a lot of you will be in that position this year where people will be coming to you for advice. You could even be a life coach, a counselor, maybe employment, anything at all, okay? Any type of counselor. There's like a lot of different cases out there. It could be even children's counselor, from what I'm seeing here with the little fairy as well. But for sure, you're there to guide and mentor. Virgos, you guys have this mix. It's beautiful between, you know, demanding, respect, like having like people respect you naturally, but you're also friendly at the same time. And that's really good for management. You know where to draw that line of, okay, like this is where I'm like firm and this is where I'm friendly, and you don't let people step that line and take advantage of you, or you're not too bossy as well. Like that fine line of having the right management skills. So very interesting card here. So yeah, make sure if you've been thinking about a career, you'd be very good in counseling. Look at this here. Yeah. So some of you, for those of you who are interested in divination, in the esoteric arts, oracle cards are going to be used as part of your helping others. And this strongly ties with counseling as well. A lot of you might even go to a counselor. That's the other thing I wanted to say. You might be looking for someone that could help you find your career paths, or maybe to a psychic that might guide you as well. Maybe you're watching a lot of YouTube too. But this is definitely, if you're not doing this yourself, then you're going to someone that will help you. But if you are interested, and let's say you already have a deck of cards, I feel like maybe you could mix this tool with your counseling services or something. So you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. All right. So, maybe even if it's just as simple as getting an affirmation deck, it doesn't have to be like tarot cards, but just any oracle card that you feel stands out to you. And you could pull a card out every morning, let's say, make it a ritual when you wake up and see your positive message for the day, or affirmation like, I am abundant and I have plenty of creative ideas to move me forward, or I attract prosperity in life. I'm very grateful. So stuff like that, right? Just to put your mind in this positive perspective. Okay. All right. So let's see some of the skills you will be bringing forward. So there's a lot of synchronicity in your cards, guys. So you actually have one social skill, you have artistic, and you also have enterprising. See, so a person of leadership you are. So let's see this one first. Yeah. So healing wounds. So this is definitely tying in with counseling. So any problems people have, like whether they're suffering from a heartbreak or maybe grief, maybe someone's passed on in their life, and they need something. It could even be coping with addictions too, right? So you're there to dig deep, and psychotherapists do this a lot too. So you're there to dig deep into the past, and ask the right questions and have someone, give the opportunities to someone to express themselves. And by you doing that, you allow them to express and also notice certain patterns in their life, or maybe touch upon something that hasn't been touched on since childhood. Okay. And by bringing that to the surface, you help them heal that this year. Okay. So again, it could be you're helping friend or family member, or you're actually incorporating this in your work somehow. Okay. So a lot of you guys are meant to be healers. All right, so a lot of you could actually be, I see sales here too, especially with the strength card. Like this is a very executive sales oriented card. So you could be not really counseling, but advising others on certain products or services, and using that to persuade people. So these are all people skills, which are tying very nicely to your reading. So you'd be very good at that and the more you believe in a product, honestly, the easier it is to sell that, right? So you're really good on persuading people on something that you want to sell, a service or a product. So you actually have that skill. But either way, use that to your advantage, because, and like, make sure it's not to only like for selfish purposes. Like, make sure you're using it in your power, like to do some sort of good, or you could use it obviously to help you get a job out there, okay, to persuade employers. But make sure you're careful like where you use this, because I feel like this is like the magician. Also, it reminds me of the tarot. So you have the tools and resources, so it's up to you. How do you want to use this power? Do you want to use it to to harm, or to help guide people, right? To do good things with it? Because if you have this power that you could persuade others, that means you could somewhat manipulate them too, to have them do something you want to do, right? But you want to be very cautious how you do that. All right, so that's something I wanted to mention there. And yeah, here it is. So you also have artistic skill of seeing the big picture. So you might be in a position where you're maybe directing, maybe theater production or design even. Maybe you're doing interior decorating or something, but somewhere where you are looking at the vision. Okay, you could even be your own business owner. And this year, you're bringing forth your your vision, right? You're putting it out there. Maybe you're writing down what it is you want to see coming into your life. But overall, you have the picture in your mind of where you want to go. And a lot of people, they could create vision boards. They could write it out. Where do you see yourself in a year from now? Maybe in 6 months from now. Okay, so because you hold that picture in your mind, it's helping you manifest it slowly. Like, especially because I could see you doing the work, moving forward to that. Okay. And some of the skills you have, additional workplace, your keywords. So these are your keywords related to your work. And this is the deck I've created. It's on the Etsy page. It's workplace cards. So there's like about 2. They're just keywords related to work. You could do readings with them. You could pull it out to see what you could work on or focus on in the workplace. So the first one you got here is goal setting. That's going to be key for you achieving your dreams this year. So like I said, see the big picture, but without goal setting, you won't be able to achieve the big picture. So you're a visionary. You're able to see where you want to go and what you want to see coming for your business if you have a business. But without setting goals in place, it's just you're going to be like on a boat on water, just going around in circles, right? There's no really small destinations heading towards like the bigger destination, right? Think of yourself like a ship, right? You have like one long journey, and maybe it's hours, but you might have to stop to a few little places on the side along the way to gather your new skills, your resources. So how do you see yourself doing that? Like in 2 weeks, what do you want to have accomplished so you could meet your goal in like 4 weeks from now, or in three weeks, right? Goal setting, there's two different types. There's small goals, and then there's bigger goals, right? So let's say, you want to lose pounds, right? Um, are you able to lose pounds in a year? What's more realistic? Or are you able to lose pounds in 2 months? Right? So see if your goal is realistic, it's measurable, and pay attention to the timing, right? So yeah, so that would be the big goal is, okay, you want to lose, let's say, pounds in a year, right? Let's use that example. What are some of the smaller goals you're going to have to do to achieve that? So you're going to you have to start changing the way maybe you have to drink more water, drink a glass every day, incorporate more fruit in your diet, no eating before like bedtime, stuff like that. Like, what are you going to be doing Monday through Friday? And each month, how often are you going to be exercising? And then you have to talk about what kind of exercise will you be doing, right? So you have to get it down to the detail. Oh, that's so funny. Details. I love when they do that. Okay, so details, there you go. You got to get down to the details, right? And Virgo is very detail oriented. That's why you would make great managers. And even you'd be even good in loss prevention or something, maybe dealing with bookkeeping or accounts or something with paperwork I'm seeing here. So you're actually very detail oriented. The reason you're good with this is because you're very organized. So you make sure, the numbers. This is why you'd be very good with details, and especially when it has to do with paying attention to fine print. So anything you sign this year, pay attention to the fine print of what you sign, okay? Anything regarding, business or any contracts, okay? Yeah, if you're managing people, guys, yeah, pay attention to, your coworkers and people not really beneath you, but I mean the people you're supervising. I don't believe anyone's beneath anyone, but I mean like in workplace, right? So people that you're supervising, any coworkers, just pay attention to details so there's nothing like really missed there, okay? But yeah, coworker is a big theme for you in some way this year, right? So maybe you're going to be working on a big team project. Okay, pay attention with how you relate to your coworkers. Okay, so if there's like any arguments or anything like that, so that could come up. It could come up as a challenge too, something with your coworker or maybe coworkers this year. So maybe you might want to start thinking about if it's in like a toxic environment. So if this is for you and you're working with a lot of toxic people, then this is for you, this message. Maybe you want to reconsider about switching environments and, finding a new location if these people are toxic and you feel like you've done everything to work it out. So this year might be a change of coworkers for you. Okay, and if you do come across any challenges this year, just so there's no, awkwardness or to avoid, problems moving forward in the workplace, if you get heated and you feel like you want to, yell at someone or someone angered you, take a moment to take a step back, assess the situation, center yourself, and then you could approach this person, have like a one-on-one conversation. So be careful not to embarrass anyone in front of others as well. Make sure if there was something that you need to be clear or you heard something, to call that person in the room and speak to them one-on-one and get the truth of the matter. Okay, so there's something around your relationships with your coworkers this year that you're going to have to, work as a team, or it's telling you to switch completely, to switch environments altogether. All right, guys, so let's check out from the abundance angels what's going to increase your prosperity this year. What's the guidance that you have for, creating more abundance in your life? All right, so let's see here. You have bountiful nature. So right off the bat, what I'm getting with this is I feel like a lot of you need to be around plants or flowers. Maybe some of you are actually working like with flowers or herbs or like a florist, right? But I feel like because you are an earth sign, you need to be around trees, especially trees. I don't know, the earth. Like I'm not seeing water too much, but I do feel you're like a forest person more, like an earthy, dry desert kind of person as well. So I feel like, Virgo, you love to be outdoors in nature, and that's going to give you clarity when you spend more time outdoors to breathe fresh air. That's going to give you more inspiration and clarity to whatever issue you might be facing. So let's see what it says here. Spending time in nature help shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Yeah, so by going out in nature, especially when you're having like a hard day with the hustle and bustle, the rat race, it could get the best of us sometimes. And, we tend to forget about, God's glory and the simplicities of life and just the universe, just life as it is, like the silence, the beauty in like, doing nothing, being around nature. So yeah, that's going to help center you and just remind you that all these other things are just trivial matters we worry about. And as long as we have like our health, as long as we have people we love around us, and as long as we could breathe like fresh air, this is what's important, right? So just being grateful about that. And I feel like by being around nature, like I feel like a lot of you might get ideas if you're confused or you feel lost. Take a walk or take walks because I feel like you might get some inspiration as you're walking outside. You could even come across like a store or like a type of service or maybe a certain product, maybe connect with someone. You might meet a connection out while you're browsing. But something can inspire you to help you financially. So this is the advice that they're giving you to increase your abundance. So it's just connecting yourself out there, either sitting under a tree, just being by nature and maybe writing, or going in your local community, walking around, seeing what's out there, and boom, there you have it. You have some like new inspiration, and maybe you're trying to find some idea for a business and something inspired you all of a sudden. So yeah, I'm getting the outdoors will be very beneficial for you this year. So if you guys get any ideas from these cards, feel free to write in the comment section as well. I mean, we're all in this together. Of course, like I can't mention like all the careers that exist out there, but if your intuition's the strongest. So if you feel there's something, calling to you from the cards you're seeing that I didn't mention, then mention it. Feel free. Okay, so now I picked a card from the Sacred Travelers deck. So I just want to move this back a little bit. All right, so this is going to help you on your journey, money. So whether it's, metaphorically speaking, or maybe you're actually traveling, but this is your message is traveling lightly. So simplify your life. So I'm seeing a lot of you, if you are going on vacation, there's some place that's calling you. Okay, yeah, Spirit is trying to guide you to go somewhere, maybe to visit a specific country or different city. Maybe you're called towards moving somewhere. Okay, and I feel like it's asking for you to go to see this place with your eyes. Like, don't bring any much baggage with you. Like, go lightly there. Okay, and I could see this person if you're musical or artistic or nomadic or anything like that. I feel like you'd have a lot of awakenings on this trip, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going. And I feel like just bring your favorite instrument with you. That's what I'm hearing. This could be totally for somebody specific, but just bring your favorite instrument and go. Like, just go be a part of a new culture and bring in your skills there and your talents, because I feel like you're going to meet a lot of like-minded people. But I see a lot of you downsizing. Okay, so downsizing. Whether it's in the home or the office, I feel like once you do this, you'll create new space and fresh energy to invite new things into your life. Okay, so if you've been feeling stagnant, the message here is greatly to simplify your life. Like, get rid of stuff like take a walk around your house. If something's calling to you, then and you like it, look at each object. Does it bring you joy? If it doesn't, if somebody got you something and you don't talk to that person anymore, you had a fight, and all that does is bring bad energy or low vibration to you, then just throw that thing out. If you still need it, okay, but you just don't want to look at it, just create a box, put it in your cupboard, and just put like the box of, stuff that I'm gonna just use later, or I'll take into consideration. But there's these sources out there nowadays, like you could buy and sell your books. You could donate your clothes. There's even lots of places where they'll buy your clothes too, like certain organizations. So look into that. There's stuff on, even social media. There's a lot of websites where you could sell clothes in your community and people contact you and buy them, right? So take a look at that, because maybe you can make a little extra income there if you need it this year. Okay, so find ways to simplify your life, declutter, make sure you have like clean, clear surfaces, and you get to organize. And let someone help you with that too if you're not really sure where to start. I mean, there's lots of videos and help audio books that could guide you with that. But I feel like in the office too, you'll just create more new energy. The flow of money will be a little bit better for you. So check out Feng Shui if you haven't heard of it. That would be very beneficial for you this year, okay? And plants. I heard plants, they're really nice too in your home. They bring in fresh energy. So, hey, I hope I helped you guys in some way. I hope you got something out of this. You got some clarity. If you have any comments, just make sure you put it in the space below. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.